The union representing Ontario Science Centre workers is slamming the province's plan to move the attraction to Ontario Place. The Ontario Public Service Employees Union said yesterday that some 400 staff members at the Ontario Science Centre are concerned about the impact the move will have on their lives, including the prospect of job losses. OPSEU also believes the current location in the Don Mills area is much more accessible. And for more on these concerns, we're joined by OPSEU Regional Vice President Colleen Holder. Colleen, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Anger and confusion is how it's being described amongst union members. Expand on the impact members are worried this might have on their lives.
Absolutely. Well, there are a couple of things. They're worried about layoffs and they're worried about losing their jobs because the Ontario Science Centre is a larger venue than Ontario Place, which means where are you going to put all these people? The exhibits need a home as well, because the Ontario Science Centre that people that visit see, there's so much more to it. They've got to design, they've got to build, they've got to maintain all of their exhibits. All that needs space. So that's all being done in the background. And that's what most of us that visit, myself included, do not see.
And there seems to be a lot of secrecy, at least with the public, about details on a potential move and the overall plans for Ontario Place in general. Has the union been given any update throughout this process at all?
Not only have they not been updated, they have not been consulted. So I just feel that here we go again. The Science Centre is in a community that he anchors a community of two densely populated city neighborhoods with large racialized and immigrant communities. So Flemington Park, North Cliff Park, neither of those were consulted. This move just happened around them. So I just feel that here we go again. No consultation.
No consultation, but if there was a chance to have a consultation, exactly what would the union like to put out there? What are the conversations you would like to have about a potential move or no move at all?
My feeling would be, just from hearing what my members are saying, by the way, there's about 400 people that work at that venue. So what they're saying is they live and work in this neighborhood, most of them for over 10 years. And they do so because they think that, this is my dream job, right? Now, they don't want to move, absolutely. They're angry, they're upset, worried about layoffs, like I said. And quite frankly, it just does not make sense. Where's the room? Where are they going to be? Where are they going to go? Why are they going to go downtown Toronto where it's so congested, and the beautiful land where the Ontario Science Centre is? It makes no sense whatsoever.
And Premier Ford was asked today about potential job cuts and was non-committal, saying, quote, he thinks the world of the people that work there, but did talk about the significant drop in visitors over the years. Reading between the lines, what do you make of that comment from the Premier today?
Well, that's not exactly what I heard. I heard him say that he passed by there today. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the parking lots weren't that, busy. But that's in the middle of the day. So that, I guess it feels like smoke and mirrors, right? When the pandemic hit, a lot of places, ridership, visitorship, all went down. That was expected. Now we're coming out of the pandemic. From what I'm hearing from the members, the ridership, the visitorship, if that's what we want to call it, it's going up. Okay. I mean, myself, I went to the Science Centre when I was in grade maybe 5 or 6. And as most people do, it was an amazing place. And I mean, to this day, I remember putting my hand on that ball and shaking my hair. Back then I had the hair that would stick up. I don't anymore. But I'm telling you, it's an amazing, amazing place. I want to tell you a story, as a matter of fact. One of our members spoke to a woman that raised her children right across the street in Flemington Park. Okay. She took these kids frequently to Ontario Place, Science Centre. Would you believe that fast forward to today, one of these kids became a physicist, and the other one became a professor. This woman credits their love for science and learning at that venue for something like that to happen, especially considering, where they lived, where they grew up and all of that. I mean, it is an unbelievable place. And moving it, the worst idea that could possibly happen. We need that space. We need to keep it for the design, the build. We need to maintain all of the equipment, all of those interactive exhibits that they have, the programs, scientists and researchers. We need to keep that space.
All right, for time tonight, we have to leave it right there. But OPSEU Regional Vice President Colleen Holder, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
So very welcome. Thank you so much for having me, and have a wonderful evening.
You as well.